Have you ever felt an itch that made you pause and wonder, what's my body trying to tell me? As we get older, our bodies have a quiet way of speaking to us through little aches, moments of tiredness, or even that persistent itch. We're tempted to brush off, but here's the thing. Where that itch shows up might be saying more than you think. In fact, for those of us over 60, certain spots that keep itching could be gentle nudges from our body, hinting at deeper health concerns that deserve our attention. In this video, we're diving into 4 specific areas where itchiness might be more than just dry skin. It could be a sign of serious issues that, if ignored, might affect how long and how well we live. These aren't just guesses. They're insights backed by doctors and researchers who've studied aging and wellness. By the end, you'll know how to spot these warning signs and what simple steps you can take to stay vibrant and strong. So stick with us, because listening to your body's whispers could help you live not just longer, but with more clarity, energy, and joy. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Let's get started. Let's start with our first spot: frequent itching on the scalp or the back of your neck. You know that moment when you catch yourself scratching your head or the nape of your neck thinking, is it my shampoo? Maybe my pillowcase? It's so easy to write it off as dry skin or just one of those little annoyances that come with age. But when that itch keeps coming back, especially for those of us over 60, it might be more than skin deep. Doctors have found that this kind of itching can be tied to something bigger, like stress inflammation, or even changes in your nervous system that affect both your body and your peace of mind. The scalp and neck are packed with sensitive nerves, and they're often the first to speak up when your body's feeling overwhelmed, especially from emotional or neurological strain that's been building up quietly over time. Imagine 2 old friends, Leonard and Red, both in their late 70s. Leonard's got a spring in his step. He loves tending his garden chats with neighbors and winds down with a bit of quiet meditation in the evenings. He's always been pretty relaxed. Red, though, has been struggling a bit since retiring. He feels restless, stays indoors more, and hasn't quite noticed how much stress he's been carrying. Lately, he's been scratching his scalp more, at first just in the evenings, then all day long. No rash, no dandruff, no real reason. He's tried new shampoos, switched pillowcases, but the itch just won't quit. What Red doesn't realize is that this could be his body's way of saying, I'm holding on to too much tension. As we age, our bodies don't bounce back from stress as easily. Instead of calming down after a worry, stay in a quiet state of alert, with stress hormones like cortisol lingering. That can irritate the sensitive nerves in places like the scalp and neck. And in some cases, this chronic itching has even been linked to early signs of nerve issues or cognitive changes. Now, this doesn't mean every itch is a big deal, but it's a reminder not to brush it off. The good news: you can soothe both your body and mind with small, gentle changes. Try a few deep breaths in the morning, a short walk in the fresh air, or catching up with a friend over coffee. Even jotting down your thoughts before bed can help ease that inner tension. In Red's case, when he started taking morning walks, turning off the news at night, and calling his brother for a weekly chat, he noticed the itching start to fade, not right away, but little by little, as the weight on his shoulders lifted. If you've got a stubborn itch on your scalp or neck that's not from a skin issue or allergy, take a moment to check in with yourself. How have you been feeling? Not just physically, but emotionally. Your body's not just reacting to what's on the outside. It's speaking up about what you're carrying on the inside. That itch might just be your nervous system nudging you, asking for a little calm and care. Now let's move to our second spot: unexplained itching on the upper or mid-back. Oh, that itch right in the middle of your back, where it's nearly impossible to reach. It's so tempting to blame it on a scratchy shirt tag, dry skin, or maybe just one of those quirks of getting older. But when that itch keeps nagging at you day after day, it might be your body's way of waving a quiet flag about something deeper. Doctors have found that for many of us, over 60, persistent itching in this area can point to trouble with two of our body's hardest workers, the liver and kidneys. These organs are like the body's cleanup crew, filtering out toxins and keeping things balanced. When they're struggling, waste can build up in your blood, irritating your skin, especially in a spot like the back, where there are lots of sensitive nerve endings. Let's think about two friends, Dorothy and Janice, both 76 years young. Dorothy's always been good about her health. She gets regular checkups, sips plenty of water, and her skin's been happy for years. Janice, though, has been feeling off lately. She's more tired than usual. Her ankles have been a bit puffy. She's been scratching her back more and more, especially at night. She's tried switching laundry detergents and slathering on moisturizer, but the itch just won't budge. What Janice doesn't know is that her body might be hinting that her kidneys are working overtime or her liver's having a hard time keeping up. When these organs aren't at their best, it can mess with everything: your digestion, your sleep, even your energy and focus. This kind of itch is sneaky. It's stubborn, doesn't care about lotions, and often shows up without a rash. It might even wake you up at night, leaving you drained and frustrated. And while it's not the itch itself that's the problem, it's what it's pointing to: a deeper imbalance that, if ignored, could quietly chip away at your health. But don't worry. This is a wake-up call, not a reason to lose hope. You can take steps to support your body. A simple blood test at the doctor's can check how your liver and kidneys are doing. Drinking more water, eating fewer processed foods, cutting back on alcohol, and watching your salt intake can lighten the load on these organs. If you're on a few medications, it's worth chatting with your doctor about how they might affect your liver or kidneys. So the next time that itch flares up on your back for no clear reason, and listen. Your skin might be the first to notice when your body's feeling stressed inside. If you're finding this helpful, drop number 2 in the comments to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Let's keep going. Let's move on to our third spot. Persistent itchiness on the lower legs. You know that feeling when your calves, shins, or ankles just won't stop itching. It's so easy to think, oh, it's just dry skin, or maybe blame the weather or getting older. But when that itch keeps coming back, especially with no rash or irritation in sight, your body might be whispering something important. Doctors have noticed that for many of us over 60, this kind of itch could point to poor circulation, like a condition called peripheral artery disease. That's when the blood isn't flowing as smoothly as it should through the tiny vessels in your legs, leaving your skin dry, sensitive, and yes, itchy. Picture two neighbors, Harold and Dennis, both in their early 80s. Harold loves his morning strolls around the block, keeps an eye on his legs and feet, and feels pretty good. Dennis, though, has been slowing down lately. He's been feeling a bit worn out, spends more time sitting, and recently, he's noticed this nagging itch creeping up his legs, especially at night. He slathers on lotion, thinking it's just dry skin, but the itch keeps coming back. What Dennis doesn't realize is that his body might be saying, hey, the blood's not getting to your legs like it used to. When circulation slows, it's not just your skin that suffers. Your muscles and tissues weaken, and it puts extra strain on your heart and veins. Over time, that can raise the risk of serious things like heart disease, stroke, or even memory troubles. Your legs are like a second heart, helping pump blood back up to the rest of your body. So when they're struggling, it affects everything. But here's the hopeful part: you can do something about it. Simple changes can make a big difference. Try gentle leg exercises like stretching or short walks to get the blood moving. Elevating your feet when you sit, staying hydrated, and even wearing comfy compression socks can help. Cutting back on salty snacks can ease the strain on your veins too. If you've got that stubborn itch in your lower legs that just won't quit, especially without a rash or allergy to explain it, don't just ignore it. Your body's trying to get your attention, and listening now could keep you feeling stronger and steadier for years to come. Now let's talk about our fourth spot: ongoing itching around the chest or abdomen. When we think of health warning signs, we often picture things like shortness of breath or feeling dizzy. but that itch across your chest or belly. It can quietly tell a big story about what's going on inside. Especially for those of us over 60. It's easy to assume it's just sensitive skin, or maybe a new soap, but when that itch keeps lingering without an obvious reason, it might be your body's way of saying it's not getting the nourishment it needs. This kind of itching can point to nutritional deficiencies, or trouble absorbing the good stuff from your food, which can slowly wear down your strength, your immune system, and even your ability to stay sharp. Let's picture two women, Joyce and Elaine, both 81, and full of life. Joyce loves puttering in her kitchen, making colorful meals with fresh greens, a bit of protein, and some fruit. For sweetness, she may not eat as much as she used to, but she makes every bite count. Elaine, though, has been losing her spark for cooking over the past year. She's been skipping meals, grabbing crackers or canned soup, and feeling full too quickly. Lately, she's noticed her chest and belly itching more, especially in the evenings. Sometimes feeling a bit dry or tender, she's tried switching body washes, but the itch just hangs around. What Elaine doesn't realize is that as we age, our digestive system can get a bit sluggish at soaking up key nutrients like vitamin B12, healthy fats, or minerals like zinc and magnesium. When your body's running low on these, your skin can dry out, your nerves can get jumpy, and areas like the chest and belly packed with nerves and blood vessels start to feel irritated and itchy. But it's not just about the itch. This kind of nutrient shortage can quietly affect your muscles, your energy, and even your brain's ability to stay clear. The tricky part: you might not be losing weight, so it's easy to miss that your body's starving for what it needs to keep going strong. That's why an itch across your torso can be a gentle nudge to pay attention. The best part: this is one of the easiest issues to start fixing. You don't need a big overhaul, just small, thoughtful changes. Try adding a handful of nuts, a boiled egg, some fresh berries, or even a good multivitamin to your day. Over time, these little additions can make a world of difference. If you've been noticing that itch on your chest or belly, and your eating habits have slipped a bit, be your kind reminder to nourish yourself not just for comfort, but to keep shining for years to come. If you're still with me and finding this helpful, drop number 4 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Let's wrap this up next. So there you have it. 4 spots on your body where a persistent itch might be more than just a nuisance. From that stubborn itch on your lower legs, hinting at circulation troubles to your back, signaling stress on your liver or kidneys, to your scalp or neck reflecting tension in your nerves, and that itch across your chest or belly nudging you about nutrition. Each one is like a soft whisper from your body, asking you to listen. As we age, our bodies don't shout. They speak quietly through these little signs, and paying attention can make all the difference. None of these itches mean your story's written. They're invitations to take a closer look. Slow down and give your body the care it deserves before a small signal turns into something bigger. Take a moment today and ask yourself, have any of these itches felt familiar? If so, don't ignore them. Start with one small step. Maybe a short walk to get your blood flowing, glass of water to ease your kidneys, a deep breath to calm your nerves, or a nourishing snack to fuel your body. And if none of these signs ring a bell, that's wonderful. Now you know what to watch for, just in case. The goal isn't just to add years to your life. It's to fill those years with energy, clarity, and listening to your body's gentle nudges. Even something as simple as an itch is one of the wisest ways to do that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned or a small change you're inspired to make. Your thoughts mean the world to me, and they keep me motivated to share more. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us keep creating content to inform and uplift you. Thanks for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.